welcomes you to this live stream of live Forex trading. A whole 3 hours of news.
We begin with that wild ride on Wall Street.
We're seeing new record highs on the S&P and NASDAQ.
Interviews.
Some will make money, some will lose money, but that's just the way the markets always work.
Analysis. And live trades. So sit back, lock in, and load up your trading terminals. And let's get this rocket to blast off. Introducing your host, Lord Banks FX. Prepare for launch in 3, 2, 1.
Yo, how's it sound now? It's like getting echo from this thing. What the fuck? What in the world? Oh my gosh. Hold on. We're trying to get something to work and all of a sudden nothing wants to work. Alright, I'm back now. How does it sound, bro? Okay, cool. Can we get on with the show? Damn. So I think whenever I unmute my desktop audio, it starts doing that whole glitchy stuff. So the desktop audio is like where all the sound effect stuff is at. So I can't use my stream deck that we spent all fucking afternoon setting up. It's a disappointment, but whatever, man. Let's just get into it. Let's trade today and I'll figure out solution tomorrow. Okay, where were we? So on the 30-minute here, we're looking for entries for buys, right? But we obviously have this space right here that is consolidating. So what does that mean for us? Well, we gotta wait for it to break out of this area. Ideally, I would like for it to come test this area. And then give us a clear sign of bullish price direction, and then we can target these levels up here. About 40 pip range. So that would be nice, but you know, we just react to what price gives us. So where are we at right now? there's, you know, price rejection right here. So really like things start coming down. Even rejected in the golden zone here. Also, it's Sunday, well, Monday. You know, it's low trading volume day. Want to ease into the markets for the week. And would have been nice right here. 5-minute confirmation. We've been in drawdown right now. 10 pip stops. Like 15 pips. No, I wouldn't have taken too choppy. What do you guys think? Maybe we start heading down. What is this? 12:50. Got 10 minutes here. Hey, maybe we head down. Oh, we'll see. See what the price tells us. Yeah, I'm looking for movements either above or below this. Right here, this is just marked up for this little support here. Prices ranging above, but ideally this is a no trade zone. No trade zone, I mean by I look tired. Yeah, I'm a little tired, man. I was trying to sleep earlier, but just the weekend throws me off, you know, because like sleep schedule. You're alright though. Push through it. I'm a champ. Damn, that shit is loud. What is that? How can I turn that down? It's way too loud, bro. Oh my god. The audio. How do I turn that audio down? Did you hear that or no? Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Seeing if we break above here, we have a nice 45 pip range that I can shoot for, or if we break below here, you know, we have clean traffic left for 40 pip. So either way, we'll take either one. I mean, ideally, I would like the buy because it looks bullish. Music, oh, maybe, I'm telling you, so like that audio, like the alerts and stuff, I don't know, bro. I wonder if I mute this, can you still hear me? Yeah, but it's not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it later, but oh. So we're just waiting right now, really. The patient waiting game. Like, you don't want to be in this mess, you know? Like, even if it was to break above this area here and you were to take a buy. Oh, actually, this is like a 13 pip. 15 pips right here. It'd be potentially nice if we break above here. Yeah, actually. We could take a buy right here. 12 pips. But we'd have to be careful here. Just target these 12 pips because there's the resistance right here. It could push us back down. But if it breaks, man, it's a hell of a good entry. So maybe I'll take that. I might take a little trade here for these 12 pips. What is the risk though? Like if I was to get into this, it would be below the wick, which no, that wouldn't be worth it. 17. I would need like a yeah, like you're right, the candle closes bullish. That's when would be confirmation for buys, but we want to get in a direction, a clear direction. Like we want price to be above here for this range, but this range wouldn't be worth it with the stop losses. Like you would put your stop loss below the wick here or the next candle wherever it wicks at, and this is only a 12 pip range, so it's not, the risk is not worth it, you know. Like yeah, that could be right, and you could gain 12 pips, but your risk to reward there is crap, like 0.7. It's not even a 1-to-1. You would need a smaller stop loss. You would need to make sure that you would need a candle to come down and wick down a little bit to where it's closer to your entry, to where you had like maybe like a 5 pip stop loss or something. So ideally, your best bet is going to be buys above this blue line or sells below this blue line. You know? Like anything in between here, this is just ranging. So we want clear directions, and we have clear direction either below or above. You know what I'm saying? So literally we have to wait. We have to wait for the price to go on either side, and then read the price, right? Like whether it's saying, like if it comes up here, we could get into an impulse entry if the stops are reasonable, or we could let it break, retest, get in on the retest with the bullish confirmation, and then go up. That's probably what would happen, you know. Same for the bottom. We could get in down on an impulse, take the push down, or get in on a break, retest, and then continuation. And really, what determines on which one you do or not, like, is the candles. Like I would want to read the candles and see what it looks like, you know. So see. Yo, how does the quality look? At least does it look pretty good? Yo, and you know, we might not even get our move here, like with the like by 3:30, you know, like the move may happen after that. May not be till New York because it's Monday. So I mean, should we make it a nice push up? Break through this. Once it's breaking this resistance is when we'll make a decision on what we're gonna do. But you see all these like wicks to the downside? You see it's pushing nice right. We would have got in right here. Stops right here. This 1.7, that's not bad, but we missed our entry. Like 3 pips. 3 pips up. But I didn't want to enter into this because this range, like literally price has been in the same 8 pips for the last, I don't know, what is this? An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 6.5 hours. So you don't want to enter in a range, you know? And you can get stuck in a trade and stuff. Although this may play out, this setup right here may play out. I wouldn't have entered it. It doesn't follow my rules. Like my rules say no trading ranges. Big fat X. So it is what it is. Yo, and if this fails to make a higher high here, like maybe we'll begin turning around to go bearish. What did that homie say he was holding his from 148 to 155 or 153, I think he said. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was holding it up till up here. So, oh, maybe it's cutting short. This is on the 30-minute. It's 1 o'clock. So we have this candle, the 130. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 more candles to go. So when I call it, I mean, unless I see something worthwhile, I don't stay on past 3:30. Just because that 150, 800. So remember, above here is the buys, below here is the sells, but also remember, the buy has a better opportunity because that's with the trend. Let's see what these people are doing. 58% are short, less than last time. What about news? We have Monday, March 15th. Any red folders? Nothing. We have JPY Tuesday. There's this speech at a FinTech Summit. Bank of Japan. So that could affect the JPY currency. And let's see, US dollar on Monday 7:30 for retail sales. AUD, this doesn't affect us. CAD, that doesn't affect us. USD, crude oil inventories. FOMC on Wednesday at 1 p.m. We don't trade during that time, so don't worry about that. Oh, GBP right here, 7 a.m. Thursday. So Thursday, 7 a.m. we have news. We need to be aware of this. Most definitely is going to affect the pair. Oh, look at it go. It's going up. But remember, even if it goes up, don't feel like you missed out because we followed our rules. We don't trade in ranges. We needed to get out of the range. And jumping out of this range, the room you have to run here, not worth it. You don't want to be stuck in a range. You want to just jump in, get your money, jump out, go about your business. Look at it go. Look at it go. Testing these little levels up here. See if it can break through. I think it will. I think it'll push through here, and then it'll give us the opportunity we want. Give it some time. Game of Forex is a patient one. It pays to be patient, trust me. Yeah, Mondays are slow, man. Slow. Look at that. Price is pushing it back down into the range. The ugly candles, man. There's like no volume. No volume. We may have like no trade today. We may have like no trade today, just because the way things playing out. I mean, just ranging. Even the range, like, I mean, if it was something that we could trade, we would, but top of the range to the bottom of the range, like 16 pips within itself that it's going through. That's including the wick. $115. Pushing down now, you see. Imagine you would have got into a buy, it'd have been and I'm over here yawning, tired. It's a 15 pip. A 15 pip range to the downside. It breaks this low. Depending on what the stops look like. Maybe even on the 15-minute. See? From here, there's clean traffic down to here. Take an impulse trade down here. Boom. Take 12 pips. Call it a nice Monday opening week. But you see, there was no wick to the top of it. This is a big candle, and you know, this is Chinese indicator saying pound is stronger than yen. We shall see. We shall see. We are just waiting right now. Do we look at other pairs while we're waiting? And look at GA. GA is on the rise. Nice break. Retest. Boom. Hitting these highs, breaking these highs. A nice impulse trade right here. 22 pips. But talking about a stop loss, get in right here. Stops of 18 pips to gain 20. Not really worth it. Could go higher. Go up here. USD. Like it's fallen. Broke these lows. And this thing has clean traffic down to here. Probably going to retest level of support that was broken, turn it into resistance. But I only take, I do trading on GJ, so I mean I can look at other charts. If you guys have charts, you can send them in the chat and I can check it out, check out your analysis and tell you what I think, or pull up a chart and look at it, do analysis on it. But this is my analysis on GJ. Right now we're just waiting. Waiting to get out of this range. And I wish I could share all my new sound effects. I set up my stream deck finally and put a bunch of sound effects, but I can't use none of them. Bro, the audio that comes through with the sound effects are coming up in a different location for my mixer, so it's a problem. Thing is still this is the 4 hour, and I'm looking to see what kind of resistance we're seeing on the 4 hour above this. I mean, really, on the 4 hour, this thing has clean traffic all the way up here to 152.66. Then, boom, up to this 282. And then, boom, up to this 153.483. Homie could have been right, man. This is, I marked this up on the weekly, so homie could be right. If we break above this, I think definitely will get up to that level. It looks like we are just ranging. The waiting game, guys. This is trading is for real, for real. Not that fake trading. Quality's badass. Oh, you know what? I think. I don't know. I'm up. Hmm. Hmm. $125. We got about 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes where this candle closes. Still in the range. Wanted to break out of this range towards these levels. But this is expected because it's, I mean, Sunday going into Monday. Not a lot of volume right now. Not a lot of volume. Low volume. Alright, we're still waiting on this. I'm gonna be right back. Yo, I am back. Back, baby, we back. Still waiting. Last candle closed bullish, but still with very little volume. I mean, look at the body of the candle. You know, wick down, wick up. Close bullish, yes, but no clear direction. No clear direction. Waiting. Wait around, wait around. Oh. Let's go. I wonder. Does a time change have to do anything? Well, yes and no, because it affects the US, but I don't know if London has daylight savings time, you know, or maybe they don't observe it or something, bro. So that would obviously affect the time that the banks are opening up London. If anything, that would just mean we would have to stay on an extra hour. Right now, London is 6:30. So because we went ahead an hour, now London's only 5 hours ahead of us. So in like 2.5 hours. Be 32, 33, 30. At 4 a.m. 6:30, 7:30, 8:30 is 9 a.m. London. That's when the banks will be opening. Oh, 1 second. Getting notifications on. Oh, nothing significant happened. Oh, that doesn't mean that. I mean, you can just consider when the banks open, there's going to be an influx of volume, but usually I marked the 3:30 time because that's when I cut off my London session times, and I want my move to be determined by then. Like by then, I want to have my trade already, you know, and really in this range, I want to be out of this range, but the range from here to here and from here to here isn't worth the risk. So we're really just looking for buys above, sells below. And pre-London, you could get some volume, but then the London session, you can get more volume. That's why I also trade the New York session, which I think I'm gonna stream on Facebook. And that starts at 5:30. So by then you'll have the volume, and I trade from 5:30 to 8:30. So it would be from 5:30 to 8. So usually this is my break time from 3:30 to 5:30. And then I jump back on. You know. what we're looking at right. And I'm a little tired. I got some sleep. Telling you guys, trading is boring, man. It's just a boring thing. You just watch this till it gets to where you want it to be. And I think that's why like people end up failing, because they get impatient. They get impatient having to wait for certain areas, and then they want to jump into something. They jump into something and it goes against them because they didn't wait for their rules. Remember, the market is the variable. You have to be the control if you want to play this game of probability. I mean, this looks nice because we haven't seen lower lows. We're seeing higher highs. This thing can give us a new high, but if it caps out right here and then goes down, it's gonna be back in the range. But remember, guys, it's Monday. Monday mornings are slow, low volume days. Don't expect anything, Mondays usually I don't look for, it's not that you can't get a good trade. I've had good trades on Mondays. But excuse me, man, I'm telling you, I'm tired. But you can't get impatient. Like, we're not shooting for the moon today. Monday. I want to take a nice little trade. Man, I can hear my dog snore. My dog is snoring right now. You guys hear that? Snoring pretty hardcore. Hopefully we get some more action tomorrow or during New York session. New York session has more volatility because you have an overlap of London session and New York session. So you have two open markets, and I mean it's the back end of London session and then the beginning of New York where they overlap, and it creates more volatility, more volume in the market. So Maybe it's creating a new high. We'll see. Goes. Yep. Creating new highs. Break the range, break the range. Good, what's good? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I stream London sessions Monday through Friday. Live trading. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications so you know when I'm live. Look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it go. And even if we did like a impulse trade here and got in, we would be risking 8 pips for 10 pips. That's not a good risk reward. Because it broke these highs. You see this? See these wicks? So yeah, like more than likely this thing is going to go up here. And that's what we want. We want that because we want to break this so we can go to the next area, you know? This is where we can get in. Because this risk reward up here is way better. I mean, we're talking about 40 pips. This is a 40 pip range. About a 40 pip range up here, and you know, we can have a nice stop with the wick. Put the stop below the wick. Or the key level. Patience game, guys. That's what it is. We're breaking out of the range. Can it hold? Got about 6.5 minutes. See, and traditionally, if we weren't in this range and it had been going up, you could have potentially, this sign would have been to get in, and you would have gotten in right here off of this bullish confirmation, put your stops below the wick, and then targeted the next level. And this would have been a nice trade. The reason we didn't take this trade, or at least I didn't, you know, you guys do what you guys want to do, but the reason I didn't take this trade is because of this range. I'm not gonna get into a trade until it's out of this range and it's moving in a nice trend. Like this whole range right here is what told me, no, don't take this trade. But like I said, if it had been moving, trending nicely up and not in this range, this would have been a nice buy signal, buy confirmation with this bullish. Nice stops, nice target, and you would have been in profit right now, like 10 pips. At least it would have hit take profit 1 for sure. But we didn't take that. What's up, Efrain Rivera? How's it going? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Lord Banks FX. I trade GJ. They call me the GJ Killer. Welcome to the channel, man. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If you have a chart you want to share, I can review it, go over it, share the link, and I can give you some feedback on that. If you want, I mean, you don't have to. Nobody's forcing anyone here. You can come learn if you're new. You're new to Forex trading. Stick around, you might learn a thing or two. So what's up, bro? Do you trade? Yes, I do this for a living. Yes, I'm a six-figure trader, bro. I've been trading for 6 years. Oh. Let's go. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. It's taken a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of learning, a lot of blown accounts. Yeah, man. I think you know, your ground that you need to. Here's me after 2 jobs a week trying to learn. That's how it is, bro. I mean, you have to show up. You have to show up. Pick a time that you want to trade, and that fits your current lifestyle. You know, like if you have a job, you know, you work during the day or whatever, and you come home at night and you do this. You know, pick your time frame, pick your strategy, pick your plan, pick your pair, and then just keep showing up. You know, on your days off. Go back, go on TradingView, go back to the same time frames, do a replay, look at the candles, and read it. I think price action is the best way to really build yourself up and have a nice base to. I think once you learn how to read price action, I mean, you're unstoppable. You know, I've seen a lot of guys with tons of indicators and EAs and robots and all kinds of stuff. You know, like I think that price action and naked charts is the best thing. You know, I mean, you see 2 lines here. This is just to keep track of the time. The red line, ignore the red line. The red line is just for me to keep track of the time. But you know, I do straight price action, bro. I don't, you know, I just think that indicators, you know, they're processing information after it's been printed out, and as price is happening, I can see it, and that's what I react off of. Masagi, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, bro. You know, just gonna call you. I don't even know how I would call you, but appreciate it, bro. You're learning more from you, big ups. Hey, you're welcome, man. That's what I'm here for. You know, I wanna give back to the community, and I spend a lot of time jumping in on other people's streams, and you know, there's some real traders out there. There's a lot of scams for sure. There's a lot of people that just want to sell you courses and signals, and they're not even profitable. And let me tell you one thing about signals too. Like, you know, I had a group where I was sending out signals and stuff, but like, you have to understand, you know, I could send out a signal and you could lose and I win on the same signal. And the reason behind that is if you're focused on eating off signals, it's going to be very difficult for you to follow like risk management, trade management, and all the things that will actually make you successful in the trade. You know, I think that alone could hurt you more than it can help you, to be honest. Now, I'm not gonna say, you know, don't go join signal groups and stuff. Like, do what you want to do. But it's just my opinion, you know, like this trading, when you learn the skill set, you know, no one can take that away from you, and you don't have to rely on anybody. Like, you don't have to, I mean, you show up, you do your thing, and you make your money. Now, you also have to keep in mind, you're not going to come in here and win every single trade. You know, that's not this game. The game we're playing is a game of probability. You're going to take some losses. And that's why trade management and risk management is so important. And psychology, because your psychology has to be able to take a loss and shake it off and come back the next day, or come back the next trade, or be able to, you know, continue on your plan. I know some traders that, you know, started out with me when I started, and they couldn't take an L. They took an L and they would be like, no, I'm gonna keep losing. Or imagine taking L's all week long and giving up. Like, I've been there. I've taken L's all week long, and I still have a winning month because I know how to manage my risk and I know how to manage my trades. So, you know, I just think that you have to create a nice base for yourself, and follow your plan. But I appreciate you guys jumping on and showing some love. I use only volume indicator, but don't trade off of it. However, I've blown my account twice. Luckily, it hasn't been big sums, but I have also had gains. I need to really learn how to set a trading plan. Yeah, volume indicator is fine, like, you know, but you know, these candlesticks tell you the volume, bro. Like, you know, like, look at the size. This size right here is bullish, but this volume was more than this. This volume was more than that one, you know. This volume was more than this, you know, like, it's telling you right here. And that's on the 30-minute, you know. It may be different 15, maybe different on 1 hour, 4 hour, you know, like, the volume is right in front of you. But yeah, man, as far as setting your trading plan, start out by picking the days that you trade, the times that you trade, and the pairs that you're going to trade. You know, if you're brand new, just pick one. Pick one trade, stick with it. Or, I mean, one trade, one pair, you know. Even for traders, like, you know, if you're doing this full time, like, you'll find most of the successful ones, they look at 2 to 3 different pairs, and that's it. Because the thing is that these things do patterns, and in order to recognize the patterns, you have to be consistently looking at these things. Yeah, I love gold too, bro. I used to trade gold all the time, but I love gold because of the volatility and the amount of well, it's not really considered pips because of the way it moves as points, but the amount of pips, depending on your broker, how it calculates it, you can gain a lot with gold, and I love it. I love the volatility, but I feel like I've gained more consistency with GJ, and I love the GBP pairs in general, like GU and GA. Bitcoin, I invest in Bitcoin. I don't really trade Bitcoin, but yeah, you can make massive gains, and there's nothing wrong with any pairs. Like, pick what you want. You know, don't let anyone tell you differently. Like, I like GJ because it's a cross pair and it has higher volatility. Okay, by higher volatility, I mean, like, for example, you know, I can take a measurement here and say, look, this right here is a 45 pip range, right? But let's say if I go to Euro USD and look at the same type of space range, it's not going to be as much, you know, like, it takes a lot more for it to move the same amount of pips, is what I'm trying to say. Like, for example, I'm sure you know, like, gold, you know, like, when you're in gold, well, I even have markups of old trades and stuff, but, you know, gold, every movement, like 725 to 726, that's 10 pips, like, with my broker. So, I mean, it's nice, you know, the volatility. I love it. But yeah, man, like I said, creating a trading plan is not difficult. Pick your days, pick your times, pick your pairs. Start with that, and then obviously your strategy. What is your what strategy are you trading? That's part of your trading plan. You know, are you trading? Are you a breakout retest trader? Are you a zone to zone trader? Are you a I'm going to impulse trade, scalp, fill wicks? Like, you know, there's so many different strategies. So pick a strategy, pick a day, pick a time, pick a pair, and write that down. Write that down. If you're not keeping a journal of your trades, you have no plan. You know, and I don't mean to, like, you know, offend anyone or get sound aggressive or anything like that, but that's how it is. Like, if you're starting out and you're trying to make this a full-time thing, if you're not keeping track of what you're doing, how do you expect to measure and get better? You know, I don't see any other way. You're just trying to luck yourself into improvement. You know, so but yeah, I mean, personally, I'm an intraday trader. I day trade. You know, there's the scalping where that can be done in a few minutes. And some of my trades, maybe they pay out in 15, 30, 45 minutes or an hour or whatever. But my goal is to get into a trade and be out of that trade by that day. Just that one trade, that one time, that, like, I do London and New York. I'll do one trade London, one trade New York, and I'm done. I'll see you the next day London, the next day New York. Yeah, gold and GA move like indices. Yeah. I used to had been working on a strategy for US 30, but it's not ready yet. Like, it's not 100%. So I'm still working on like on my times off, like I back test different things, like to see if, because I love the volatility too of the indices, like US 30 and S&P 500. They move pretty nice, especially like with my broker, the way it calculates the pips, man. I mean, you'll make like thousands of pips like in 15 minutes. Crazy. I write my trade down, but I'm 100% sure I'm not writing down everything I should. What do you recommend? Bro, pull up a spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet, and if you're not using TradingView, you should. And look at my TradingView. Like, let's say I said, okay, I'm gonna take you know, if I took a buy right here and, you know, I put my stops here and I'm targeting here, this is what I want to happen, and this plays out, right? Whenever it plays out, you can go up here to this camera, take a snapshot, save the image, boom, save this image, and you can put it in your Excel, or it's just copy the link up here, boom, put it in your Excel. Hey, today, March 15th, 2 a.m., I took this trade, and write the notes. What do the notes say? I took this trade because I saw bullish confirmation, it's in an uptrend, and I'm going to go ahead and take my buy here, my stops underneath the previous wick, and I'm targeting the next level of resistance. There's your note, okay? And if it played against you, read what went wrong. Where did it go wrong? Oh, I saw a price reversal sign and I didn't get out. It hit my take profit 1 and I didn't adjust my stop loss to break even. Those things, those will establish your trading rules, okay? And your rules are in place to keep money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you have to keep trading and manage your risk to give you enough time to establish those rules so you can stop losing money. Because price action will tell you what's happening and what's going on. It's up to you whether or not you pay attention to it. Now, 2 reasons you're going to have losses is you're going to see the price action show signs of reversal, and your greed's going to kick in and say, no, it's been going up, I'm in profit, it's going to continue to go up, when it clearly marks that the price is reversing and you should have taken your profit and you didn't. Okay, so that's greed because you want it to keep going, and that's why you'll lose. Or you'll say, oh, it's still going up, I'm going to go ahead and enter in another position. You end up over trading. Then your whole risk management is lopsided because you're over trading, and then it comes down to hit your stop loss. and now you've have like, you know, multiple like losses if you jumped in too many positions. You know, you over leverage yourself. Oh wow, man, that is such a great way to do it. I was doing it, but I wasn't going that much in depth. Yeah, bro, like think about it like this, man. If you want to make this your full-time thing, you don't dabble in this thing. How much attention, time, and effort are you putting into this? That's what your result is going to be. You know what I'm saying? If you think you're just going to come into this, take a signal for someone, and become a fucking millionaire tomorrow, bro, stop. Stop trading, stop losing your money, and go work a job. Go do something else, because this ain't for you. This is not a... this is like a job too. And you got to look at it as like, there's no rules to this. It's a blank canvas, and you have to establish all the parameters of this business for you. This is a business for you. Yes, it's trading. Yes, you can make a lot of money. You don't have to respond to nobody. You come in and you do your thing and you print out how much you're going to make. That's all true. But the thing is how much effort are you going to put into it? You got to look at it as like, this is your business, bro. Like, if you're not looking at it like that and thinking like, oh, it's minimum effort, like it will become minimum effort to read a chart and be profitable after you put the work in. Plain and simple. Hopefully that worked. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off my soapbox. Sorry, guys. But yeah, man. I mean, if you guys are new to the channel, man, go ahead, drop me a like if you get any value out of this, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification so you can be notified when I go live. I'm going live now every London session and New York session. I'm streaming on my Facebook page. So it's 2 sessions for you guys, and just show up, man, and you'll learn. Like look, this is trading. I've been streaming now since 12:30. It's about to be 1:30, 2 hours, okay? And I haven't taken a trade. We're just waiting, literally waiting for these areas. And you know what? If it doesn't get to these areas by here, that's cool. It's Monday. I mean, I'm not expecting a huge win on a Monday. I'll take the win, but I'm not going to force anything. I follow my rules. 3:30, I'm done. I'm going to take a nap, and I'll be up at 5:30 for New York. I'm in Central Standard Time, by the way, guys. I'm throwing times and stuff out there, and I don't know where you guys are located, but I'm from Texas, and I'm on Central Time. Yeah, man, and it takes practice. Like the greed thing, you know, when I got into it, I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm not greedy. I won't have that problem, but you will. I guarantee you, you will. And what stops that are your rules. And you have to remember one thing. Your rules were established out of losses. Remember that. Your rules are established out of losses. So do you want to stop losing? Minimize your losses? Then listen to your rules. And the only way you get rules is if you're documenting your trades. Because what do you do when you lose a trade? Do you just like, oh, I lost this one, I'm gonna come back and try again? Like, I document the loss. Like, why did I lose? How could I avoid that loss? What was going on? What did I see? What candles printed? What patterns were printing? Like, that for me is how I establish my rules. Now, I don't need to be establishing more and more rules, because I mean, I already know just from my experience and the amount of time I've been in this, I don't have to go to that point. But if you're not there yet, that's how you get there. I'm literally telling you right now how you can make that happen for yourself. You know, make your rules. Make your rules. Yeah, I started amazing too, bro. When I started, I just... And here's the thing, guys. In trading, it's a 50-50. You can jump in, and somebody that doesn't know how to trade ever can jump in and hit buy or sell, and there's a 50-50 chance that they're making money. That's how easy it is to get tricked in this game. But the market will humble your ass real quick, and it'll tell you what's what. Because you know you get all cocky like you got lucky with a couple wins, and then you're like you over leverage, throw a Lambo lot on that thing, and then before you know it, you see all your money just slipping away in seconds. You know. You got to be disciplined, bro. You got to be disciplined. Follow your rules. Follow your trading plan. That's the only way you're going to be able to get where you want to get to. If you want to make a career out of this, if you want this to pay your bills, if you want this to be where you get your money from and not have to worry about going into an office, clocking in, and having a boss and shit, you know. Yeah, 278 into 8K, that's good. That's good. And then what happened? Were you still at the 8K or where are you at? Look at this. This thing pushed itself back into the range. It wicked. Boom, came back down. That's why I don't jump into a trade. Even though this is a clear buy signal, it's in a range. I'm not doing that. If this buy signal was above over here, boom, I would have been in there. Straight up waiting game, guys. It pays to be patient, trust me. Yeah, you took 3K out, and then and that's another thing. You also have to have a withdrawal plan. What are you in this compounding, or are you just trading your balance and withdrawing your profits? Are you withdrawing a percentage of that? Like, you know, all of that matters, you know. And you can't ever get, you know, like, I may hype myself up and be like, oh yeah, when I'm winning, but mentally I always keep myself in check, because in an instant, that thing can just take it from you. It is what it is. You learn from that, though. Yeah, that would be nice. 10K a month and trade with it. Yeah, and if you're compounding, dude, like I'm telling you, like if you can understand the simple mechanics, like if you've ever traded and you've been able to make $1, understand, if you can make $1, you can make 10. You can make 100. You can make 1,000. You can make 10,000, 100,000. You can make all of that. That is a possibility. Because all you have to see that it's a reality that you can do it. It's a possibility. Now you just have to replicate it. In order to replicate it, understand this. The market, trading the market, is like an experiment. Okay? There's controls and variables. The market is the variable. There's, you know, you can be at weekly, daily, or monthly levels of resistance and say, oh, it has to turn around. It's been on an uptrend for so long, it has to turn around. Dude, the market doesn't have to do nothing. The market is gonna do what it does. You, like, As traders, our job is not to predict price. Let me repeat this. Our job is not to predict price. Our job is to react to price. That's it. We just react to price. Make it a super duper Excel sheet. Yeah, and I mean, there's you know, you don't have to make an Excel sheet. You can just Google, and there's trading logs online. There's even some that will save like your trading view portion, but like I think like they charge and stuff. I forgot what it was called. I'll have to pull up the name, see what it was called. But yeah, man, just keep a trading log, and the main purpose is, and it's not, don't think of you just documenting your losses. You document your wins too, and review your wins, because dude, look, your wins are like, that's the way you need to be going, and you need to commit those wins to memory. What did you do? What did you see? When did you take your profit? Like, those things are what's going to get you to be consistently profitable. Okay? Because if you just start every new trading day, or when you look at the markets to jump in, you just start from scratch doing a whole new strategy or plan or whatever, there's never going to be you know, it's going to be difficult for you to establish that consistency with that. Like, you know, I trade a trading plan, you know, like I trade a certain strategy, because, hold on a second, I'm getting messages. Like I trade my same strategy, like each session, day in, day out. I do the same things over and over and over and over, because those are the things that got me wins. And occasionally I will still take an L, and that's okay. And most of the time, if let's say I'm risking $1,000 on one trade, if I'm risking $1,000 and I close that L at only, you know, minus 200, then I managed my risk effectively, you know, because I didn't take the whole $1,000 risk. I closed out at 200, and that right there is still a win. You keep your losses small and your winners big, right? Yeah, you got to comment on them, man. Like, well, you got to think about what you were thinking about. And nobody else can do that but you. You know? That's what those signal providers won't tell you. You know? Why do you think they can win? They win because they're trading their same process over and over and over. You know? But then there's some out there too that are liars and scammers, and then there's some that just want to sign you up for network marketing companies and don't even actually trade. Those I would stay away from, because I think it's just a waste of money, to be honest. You learn more by yourself, and I'm sure they have traders too, but you know, all the information to learn how to trade you can find for free online. I do think education is important if you can find the right people to teach you the right things. And by that I mean, because everyone is unique and different, and you may learn from someone that explains it in a certain way better than another. Because, you know, like you're talking about like Fibonacci, pattern, volume, all those things are, those concepts don't change from trader to trader. They're the same concepts. Yeah, I mean, like, look, I mean, I have fib right here. I can pull out a fib and look at this fib, and then here's a golden zone, the rejection, and we're gonna target next level. Like, yeah, I know fib too. I mean, I prefer to use price action and just look at key levels, you know, support, resistance, read the price and go off of that. But I mean, I can trade Fibonacci if I wanted to too. I can look at the volume and be like, oh, I'm only trading big volume, you know. like pattern trading. You know, we're looking at higher highs, lower lows, you know, whatever it may be. Yeah, so, you know, find someone that you can learn from, that explains it in a way that clicks for you, you know, because it could be the same information just being said differently. What's my fib setting? My fib setting is, I mean, I'll pull it up for you here. Here's my fib settings right there. Yeah, because I take off all the other levels. The only ones I care about is the 618 and the 5, and then the minus 25 to identify targets. That's why it looks cleaner. And then I do the background transparent because I don't like that whole background thing, so I took it off. All I care about is the lines. But you know, I don't really trade fib levels anymore like I used to, and it's nice for like some quick scalps. But like I said, you know, my way of trading right now is literally. Hold on a second. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Appreciate it. Appreciate the feedback. Yeah, I just I've been like setting up new things for the stream, you know, like the overlay stuff, like the background, the lighting. I got a stream deck and just trying to, you know, increase the production value of the actual stream. You know, for everyone that's coming in, you know, like I like it. I like to improve on that, you know. My mic. It may be a setting in the audio for the mic thing. But anyways, who's who's saying I don't know who Pikachu Solu Pikachu Solu said, "Hey big boy, send me $100 to fund my account. Love you, daddy." Yeah, that's not the way that works, bro. Sorry. I do giveaways though on my Instagram. If you guys are following me, sometimes I'm in a giving mood and I start cash apping some people. But what I want to do is I want to do like reviews, like challenges on TradingView, where we'll go back in time. I'll do a replay, and then whoever's in the live stream will, you know, we'll look at the candles and say, okay, would you buy or sell, and you know, where's your profit levels, and depending if you're right or wrong, like, you know, I'll send you a little cash app. But I'm working on getting that together too, you know. I want to bring a lot new stuff to the channel, and a lot more value, and I think by doing that it'll get people interested, and at the same time it'll get people back testing and understanding how to back test, and you know what they should be looking for, because I'm not gonna just like say, oh, you lost and you lost, but I'm gonna tell you, you know, what you should have been looking at. Why you're like, I'm getting different chats. because I'm using Streamlabs and like I'm getting different chats on Streamlabs than I am on the YouTube. Whatever. So look, we had a bearish candle here. If I was in this buy, honestly, like it would have hit my take profit one, and I probably would have taken my profit. Like close a percentage, close partials, adjusted stop loss to break even. But this sign right here, to me, I would have gotten out. If it would have printed this candle, I would have gotten out, because this is obviously a sign of reversal, bearish. Maybe it's gonna pull back. Maybe maybe it doesn't go all the way down, but maybe it wicks down a little bit, and I'm not for that. And look at it, right there. It would have come back to break even already. It would have been breaking even right here. You literally have to just look at the candles. They tell you what's going on. That's how I read things. Literally telling you what's going through my mind, so you guys can, take it how you take it. I'm not telling you my way of thinking and my trading methodologies are, the absolute best, but I trade it and I make money. So if you're not, maybe you're doing something wrong. Bro, I know that's you messaging me. I can't keep up with all these messages right now. No, I have an external mic. Well, it's not in frame, but because I pulled it out, but I have a whole external mic with the top screen, and that's the mic that I use. I don't use mic off headset. This headset doesn't even have a microphone. Yeah, I am using Streamlabs. But that's what I'm saying. The chats that are coming over on YouTube are not coming up on my Streamlabs. I'm still kind of new to the streaming world, guys, and as time goes on, I'm working to improve as much as I can. Just I think it's gonna be like just a step-by-step over time type of thing. I used to do streams where it's just the charts. I used to do streams like just on my Zooms with people that were like following me and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm doing it here and live and taking trades. If you guys look at my last live stream, it was the last session Friday. I took two live trades and closed out profit. We managed to trade during the live, and you see, like, we take it live. Like right now, it's Monday and it's in this range, and not that much volume, so we're kind of just waiting around. But that's the name of the game. Patience pays. Patience pays. So I stream London session from 12:30 a.m. Like midnight, 12:30 to 3:30 Central Standard Time. And I trade New York session from 5:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Central Standard. So for for you guys that want to know. And I'll be streaming now consistently on YouTube. Now that I got my setup, like it took me forever. I had all the equipment, but like even today I had like some finicky glitches. I had to restart the stream because the background music, I'm sure you guys can probably hear the background music. It was like glitching really bad. I don't know why, but we got that fixed. And I really want to use these sound effects that I got on my stream deck, but can't because I gotta figure out what the heck is wrong with the audio. The audio gets all glitchy when I try to use it. Look at that. Could have been a fake out. But it came down basically if you would have adjusted your stop loss to break even. It would have hit your stop loss, closed you out, and then moved up. See, that's why I don't like this old range bullshit. Like it's not for me. Not my style. Wow. Wow. All right. So if you're just joining the live stream, we are waiting for price to get to one of these levels. Really, if I could choose, I would love for the buy, because overall the trend is bullish, right? I mean, if we look at the 4-hour, if we look at the daily, I mean even the weekly, look at it. It's completely bullish, and I'm not changing my bias until price tells me that it's coming back down. Even if it's at all-time highs for, I don't know, I mean, like look at the week. The last time at this price was back in 2018. It's like 3 years ago. So even though that price is at that level, still not gonna change. So I would love for it to come up here so I could take a buy and then target levels up here, because you know I could easily scale in multiple positions and keep riding this thing up, because that's where the trend is at. The trend is bullish. But anyways, if you're just joining the stream, thank you for joining. Lord Banks FX here, just live trading London session, and I have marked up here the different levels where I'm looking for buys or sells, and I will take a trade if I see something play out for us. And if it's not, I mean, it's Monday. I'm not here to risk unnecessary funds on a Monday. I'll be right back, guys. Yo, I am back. I am back. I saw a message here. Someone was trying to send a link. Don't send the link. Just send the look. This is how you're gonna do it. I'm gonna show you right now. Go here to the camera. Take a snapshot. Okay. You're gonna go to the end of this URL. After the X, type this in, copy this, whatever the after the X is. And that's what you're gonna paste in the comments, in the chat. Like if you go to save image, and you just copy this back end. Copy that. And then put that in the chat, like this. Then I can see that, because I took off the, like if you put a link it automatically takes it out to stop like from spam stuff. But yeah, just if you just do that, then I can pull it up, and I'll pull it up right here on the screen and check it out for you. I'm gonna need some water. See, this thing, if you would have held, if you would have took this buy signal right here, would have went up, let's see how many pips. You would have gone up like 11 pips and then been in drawdown right now, 2-3 pips. Not worth it to me, not worth it. Man, trading is boring, guys. Sitting here watching this, trying to get to my level. Where are you guys from? Where's everybody joining us from today? The other day, during my last stream, we had a homie from India. He was like, he had been holding GJ from 148. Puerto Rico. Bro, I love Puerto Rico. I went, when was the last time I went? I think it was like 2018. It was after that huge hurricane that got like hit over there in Puerto Rico. Because there was still some areas that were like damaged and affected and stuff, and but it's beautiful, man, and I mean I thoroughly enjoyed my time there. Had a great time. South Africa. I don't even talk to women named Maria. You're traumatized. I get it, bro. I would be too. Shit. South Africa. What part of South Africa, man? I wanna go check out Cape Town. I heard it's beautiful in South Africa, man. To be honest, I've never been though, but I definitely want to check it out. Oh, here's the link. See the link. Come on, check it out. Alright, so you're looking at Bitcoin here on the 15-minute, and you're putting your stops. I mean, what did you're taking buys here from this level, I'm assuming? I guess this is a key level you have marked up here, another key level. Wait a rejection retest. Oh, okay, so what are you waiting for here? I mean, it's not a, usually you don't wait for the rejection retest, you wait for like a breakout and retest. So it would be more like if it's coming up, it would break this, retest this, and go. Like here, it would be rejection, holding the support, bullish engulfing candle, and really the entry would have been right here. Enter right here with your stops below the wick, because this is a level of support. But because this huge wick, you probably would have been putting stops below this. So if you're trading off of this support, this is just my opinion on this chart. You know, you could have a different strategy, but if I was trading this on this level of support, this is a nice sign of bullish direction. But my problem with this is that we have this bearish. So do I want to trade against the trend? You know, I'm sure you've heard the trend is your friend. So I probably would be looking for sells, really, not buys. So for me, this looks like, okay, it came down here and it's respecting this level of support. So I would be looking for a break of this level, retest of this to confirm now it's as resistance, and then confirmation with a bearish candle, bearish engulfing, and enter the trade into that. But yeah, I mean, depends on what your strategy, what you're looking for. Hopefully that made sense for you. Talking about. Got about 30 minutes left. Cool, man. I'm glad that made sense. And it's just, I mean, the way I see it, like, you know, I can even, let me pull up Bitcoin right here. I don't even think I have it on here. We're looking at it on the 15. Yeah, I mean, like, I do top-down analysis, right? So, you know, I'm gonna start at the week, and I see this bullish. See, it's beginning to flip bearish on this candle, but this candle still has 6 days to close, so that could easily continue bullish. It's been bullish, had a pullback, and this, I guarantee this pullback is probably on a fib too. Look at this. Look at that. What did I say? Rejected on this. It's a confirmation. I mean, it's a confluence, right? So this pullback right here, you could have done a nice entry down in there. I don't day trade crypto. I invest in crypto, but I don't day trade crypto. But I'm just saying, that's on the weekly, right? So already, this is what I'm thinking. Bullish. So if I'm thinking this right now off the bat, I'm telling you, I'm going to be looking for buys. Opportunities for buys. Daily, same thing. Bullish, it's pulling back a little bit, but that doesn't indicate that I'm going to sell. Okay, 4 hour. Got a nice key level right there. Looks like it might be respecting that. And we have key level up there. take it down to the 1 hour. We have this area right here that it broke through. So since I know this, I marked up as a 4-hour level of support. I would look for confirmations of bullish here. You know, even, and measure your risk. I mean, is it worth it? Like I said here, this target right there, because obviously this is a level where it could come to retest and then continue down. But like I said, I'm looking for buys. This right here is a 1-3 risk to reward ratio. Wouldn't be bad. But look what your risk is. I mean, are you willing to risk that many pips? Depending on your broker, how it's calculated. I probably wouldn't take this trade just because this is a huge stop loss. But you gotta wait for this close, right? Make sure that this is actually giving you room to the confirmation that it's bullish. Come on, GJ. The 15 on Bitcoin. The only problem on the 15 that I have is that it looks like it's creating this small level right here, resistance. That's why I rather see this 30-minute, because even if this is bullish, if it's not enough volume, I wouldn't want to take that. I need more confirmation, you know. This would be a risky trade because it's bearish candle, but put your stops underneath this wick, even though it makes more sense to cover this wick, and then you can target level 1, level 2, level 3, and that would be a 4.6 risk to reward. But this would be really risky because this is a bearish candle, but I guarantee you it's probably, if this comes up on the 5-minute as bullish, maybe it's starting to, this was just a push up pullback, you know, maybe even a small fib here. Look at that rejection. Now if this 5-minute candle closes bullish in a minute, maybe it gives you good entry, but look, it's coming back down again. But you see the fib level, right? Fib level there, it rejected already once, pushed up, but it's coming down. Got a minute left. I would like to see this close bullish. Then it would be a nice entry. You could put your stops under here below the fib, and then target, your next levels. Your first target should always be 1-to-1, right? And then from there, you look at your next level of resistance, and then your next level, and then you're going with the trend because it's a buy, right? So them aha moments. Yeah, bro, I understand. I've been there, and I'm glad I'm able to do that for you. And I'm just going through the chart like how I would go through any chart, and if anybody else wants to send a chart, like, I'll go through it just like I go through any chart. I have no problem. Like, I have nothing else I'm doing. I'm waiting for GJ to come into a price over here. See, this is why I wouldn't have taken the buy. Look, it's still ranging. And if you would have bought right here where that buy signal was, you would have gone up in 11 pips, 11 pips. And if you would have held, you would have been down right now 6 pips, 7 pips. And look at it, pushing down. Got one more candle, guys. If this thing don't look like it looks like it's still ranging, but it's okay, man. Another thing, you know, you guys have to understand, especially if you're new to trading. Look, no trade is still a winning day. You know, don't force trades. Just you don't like you can show up and it can do this where it's just ranging, and it doesn't play out the way it should. Don't force a trade. Let price come to you. You know, I set up my areas where I'm looking at. It never moved there. Like we came in at 12:30. All it did was, you know, very little volume. It's Monday. You know, it's totally expected. Maybe New York will have a better outcome at 5:30, and I'll be streaming that to my Facebook page. So I do one session on YouTube and then one session on Facebook, and my Facebook is the same, you know, facebook.com Lord Banks FX. You guys want to join me there at 5:30 in the morning, and I trade 5:30 to 8:30, same thing, for the same setup, looking for the same pattern, looking for the same strategy, you know. It plays out, we take the trade, make our money, call it a day, back the next day. It's unbelievable what one trade a day can do, guys. You know, take one trade a day, make your money, come back the next day. You know, some people like, I've seen some people that'll make like, you know, $100, $200, $300 in the trade, the one trade, and they want to keep trading. And they end up trading away their profits. Like, dude, go get a job and see, you know, any normal job, you're not making, you know, $200-$300 a day. You know, there's some careers that you can make $200-$300 a day, but you know, if you're making $200-$300 a day, understand this: you are beating the banks. If you can make a 3% return within your trading week, man, you are beating the banks, dude. Like, there's no bank that's gonna give you a 3% return in a week. Much less, I mean, most banks will give you like 1 to 3% in a year. So, like, dude, you know, people look at the amount, and yeah, the amount will be small if you have a small account, but you keep compounding. You know, you keep compounding, you keep coming back for more. Look, it's breaking the bottom, the lows here. Even this right here, an impulse trade right here down to the bottom would be a 12 pip trade, but you know, we have better probability with this range, because this range down here, breaking down here, would be 37 pips. But remember, we're in a bullish trend. So this would be an opportunity, and I would take it. Like, I could take it, but understand this should be a quick trade, trying to get your money and get out, just because the trend is bullish, going up. Clicking. What's up, man? I'm glad it's clicking for you, bro. Keep coming back for more. I'm gonna be here all week. Yeah, this is the 3 o'clock candle. This will be our last candle. If we don't get some direction here, then I will be logging off 3:30. So hopefully you guys at least got some value out of the education. And I mean, you witness patience and discipline, you know. Some people like to just jump into trades, and those people probably have a losing track record. But I'm not gonna jump into a trade just to show you guys or give you guys a trade, or I stick to my plan. I stick to my rules, because my rules were established from losses. I'm not trying to lose here. I keep money in the bank, you know? I like the streaming thing because, like, otherwise, I mean, it's just me by myself trading. But, I mean, for the past few months, I had been jumping into other people's streams and joining other, like, little trading traders that do streams and stuff, just to see how, you know, different people do things, and just really get more involved in the community and stuff, because it's boring doing it by yourself. Like, you know, you're sitting here just looking at these little candlesticks moving around, and that's the game. Like, 90% of it is just waiting, 10% of it is actually trading, jumping in and doing something. I like looking at this because, oh man, what happened? Oh, there it goes. Because if you guys know the stats on profitable traders, you know that 90% of Forex traders are not profitable. 90% of traders are losers. So when there's certain percentage going a certain way, know that most of those people are losing. So if they're going short, it's probably a good sign to go buy. You know. And this site is it's ig.com/us/forex markets, and then here at the pairs you can put, you know, like if it's GBP USD, you know, you just change it to USD, and you know, you can check whatever pair you want. And I think this, because this is a broker or something like, but I like to see these numbers. And this, I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, but sometimes I like to look at this. Forex Factory, this is where your news is at. You should be mapping out what your orange and red folders are. I trade GBP pairs and JPY, so I'm looking at GBP, USD, and JPY. Because GBP JPY is a cross pair between GBP USD and USD JAPY, right? So you're looking at news that affects GBP, USD, and JPY. And then TradingView. If you're not using TradingView to mark up your charts, I don't know what you're using. I think TradingView is a great platform. It's very versatile. I mean, I've been using this for many years now. I execute on my phone on MT4, but I use this to mark up my areas, targets, stop losses, you know, my key levels, and everything I need here. Got 20 minutes left. I think I need some like better headphones. Like, I don't like the way they fit. So like the reason why. What's up, Nish? How you doing? Welcome back. Are you still holding? I'm pretty sure you're the one that was holding the swing trade, right? I was just talking about you earlier. You still holding the GJ buy? Pretty sure you were the one that had that swing from 148. I'm doing good, man. Just waiting here for price to do something. Just all this choppiness and this range we're in. But anyways, so the reason I'm gonna explain to you guys the reason I put my areas here and here. Okay, obviously here because we have this level of resistance, right? Okay, and here this is a level of support. Now many people be like, well, why didn't you put your level of support like right here? Because it's obviously a level of support, and yeah, you're right. But this is this is a range, and here's the thing: if I put my level here to sell here, what is the potential here? The potential from the bottom of these wicks to this level down here, we're talking about 13 pips, 12, 13 pips. Like you're gonna take that range. It's difficult because you're not going to get that whole 13 pips. Your goal should be to get, you know, your small piece of the pie in between this. So out of the 13 pips, say you get half of that, like you're getting like 6 pips out of that. It's not really worth it. You know, it makes more sense down here because you got this clean traffic to the bottom where, you know, that's a 37 pip range, you know. Even if it goes lower, you know, it's better. But right here to this level, it's 37 pip range. You know, you get half of that. You're talking about 15, 20 pips. So that's a nice trade. I would take 15, 20 pips. And to the top, look at the top. The resistance breaking this. Talking about a 47 pip range. So yeah, you could easily take 20-30 pips out of that, you know, and even maybe hold to higher. Homie Nish in the chat right now, he's been holding since 148. I think he's going up to 153 or yeah, 153. What did you say? 153 800 or something. But he's a swing trader, so he's been holding for over a week now. And he got in back down at the bottom at 148. So, I mean, he's in already a hella profits, which is good. I mean, you know, you got to identify what kind of trader you are. You know, for all those that are new and trying to figure out their own way. Look at that. It came down. Now it's going back up. Still in the range. Still in the range. waiting game. Yeah, extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Yeah, and that's why I like I'd much rather it come up here to take the buy. But I would take a sell in this range, you know, because it could be a nice little pullback to test this level, you know. But yeah, I agree. We are extremely bullish on GJ, and long term is, I mean, it's still going up. I haven't seen anything tell me otherwise. Yo, over there, I don't know. I mean, here in the U.S. we have daylight savings times, and the time just changed yesterday. Well, this morning, I guess it was. But I don't know if anyone else. I don't think other countries observe daylight savings time. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so you adjusted your stop loss in profit, right? 150.70. So you're looking at around here, yeah. So because of this area, I'm assuming. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. I don't have the patience to hold the trade that long. Like, I like to come in, treat it like a job, clock in for 3 hours, take my trade, take my money, see you the next session. Yeah, so it looks like we're not going to be taking a trade during London session. Because I stop out right here, 3:30, which is London's opening up and should have already gave us our clear direction. And since it hasn't, I'll just come back for New York session at 5:30. And for all you guys that are new joining us here, thanks for joining Lord Banks FX, my live stream here. I stream London sessions here on YouTube from 12:30 to 3:30, and then I do New York sessions on Facebook from 5:30 to 8:30. That's Central Standard Time. I'm in the US, Texas. I don't think I will do intraday ever in my life. Yeah. Well, what works for you, you know? Like, why change that? If you're profitable with your strategy, I don't know why, you know, I don't see a reason to change that. I think every trader's unique, depending on their personality will determine, you know, whether they should be an intraday trader, scalp trader, swing trader, you know. Personally, I love the intraday. Love to just come in, take my money for the day, call it a day. Obviously, with the swing trades, you'll probably gain like way more pips, and you're holding it for a lot more days. But I don't know. For me, it would be something about having an open trade and going about my day that will just eat away at me, and I'm gonna want to be like checking it, and if I'm gonna be checking it, then there's more opportunity for me to like question and doubt myself, or, you know, mess with my psychology. So I'd rather have the intraday, in and out. But by all means, man, if it works for you, congrats, brother. Make it happen. Wonder what that Bitcoin is looking like. Look at that. That it came down bearish and then it popped up again, holding this level of support. 30-minute. Ate away the whole candlestick here. It's pushing up now, 8 minutes. What did we say? It was, where was it? I think it was this one, right? This candle. This is the one that goes bullish. Would have been a trade kind of like this. Even then, the risk to reward. You should put your stops under here under the wick. Previous wick. Maybe that plays out. I'm gonna leave that there just to see. I check on it later. That was Ephraim sent me a chart for Bitcoin, and we were looking at that. For those wondering, I don't trade Bitcoin. I do invest in Bitcoin, but I do not trade it. I don't trade crypto. Man, this thing is just toying with us the entire time. Nasty range. But it's Monday, guys, you know. That's expected. At about 6.5 minutes. 6.5 minutes. And this on the 4 hour, this would have been a good entry to get into. That would have been a long hold. This is ranging horrible. Nobody wants to get in that. Like, imagine you just Waiting for nothing. Got about 3.5 minutes left. Before we take a quick break before New York. Remember, I'm streaming New York session on Facebook. I will be on Facebook streaming my New York session at 5:30, and that's from 5:30 to 8:30 Central Standard Time. You know, people in different areas all over the world. So I don't know what time that would be for you guys, but Central Standard Time, 5:30. And my Facebook, I believe the link is in the description or on my YouTube page, but it's just Lord Banks FX, facebook.com/Lord Banks FX, Banks with a Z. And anyone joining that's new, I appreciate you joining, appreciate the love. Thanks for coming on the channel, supporting. If you gained any value or any education or just enjoyed the stream, I'd appreciate if you leave me a like, leave me any comments with anything you may want to see in the future. I'm going to be doing videos for strategies, challenges, recaps, just different things like that. So if you have anything in particular you want to see, let me know in the comments and I'll make that video for you guys. But yeah, be sure you're subscribed and hit that notification. That way you get notified when I go live and when I'm dropping new videos. Yeah, I got about 1.5 minutes left. It's Monday, didn't take no London trade, and that is okay. Sometimes it's like that. I'd rather take no trade than force a trade and be in drawdown or worrying and trading outside of my plan. All right, got about 1 minute left. I don't expect to see this do anything crazy, but you never know. Alright, that's it. 3:30. Calling it, guys. We didn't take no trade for London session. I'll be back for New York, streaming on my Facebook. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.